So today, the LightSail spacecraft was launched from the Atlas V rocket, which took off from Kennedy Space Center, Cape Canaveral, Florida. And LightSail is going to be a mission that demonstrates a 32 square meter solar sail deployed from a CubeSat smaller than the size of a shoebox. Georgia Tech's role is mission planning, mission operations, and we'll actually be tracking the spacecraft using this tracking station. So in about a half an hour, the spacecraft is going to rise over the horizon. The tracking station will follow it in its path across the sky and record radio information from the spacecraft that tells us how the spacecraft's doing. LightSail is going to deploy this solar sail 28 days from now. It'll be one of the first operational solar sails ever deployed in space, and it's going to be a really useful method of propelling spacecraft. LightSail is a very small spacecraft. It's got a very large solar sail, and when the photons hit the material, the solar sail itself, it imparts a little bit of impulse, a little bit of thrust to the spacecraft that allows it then to accelerate in its orbit about Earth. Now we hope to be able to use this propulsion method in future missions to be able to reach comets, asteroids, perhaps even the outer solar system and beyond. So Kevin, you're the mission operations lead here at Georgia Tech. When you think about LightSail mission operation, what do you worry about?
Well, I worry about getting that signal that Professor Spencer was talking about. We're receiving just numbers and values associated with those numbers. So we have to basically backtrack what those numbers represent and actually get a picture of what the spacecraft is doing in orbit. Interpreting the data is perhaps my biggest concern, and understanding what's going up in orbit based on that data, I think that's one of the points of most criticality. So yeah, besides myself, we have 4 other students that are working with the mission operations team here at Georgia Tech. They track the data for different subsystems. So for instance, one of them is tracking the data for the electrical power subsystem, another one is dealing with the thermal control subsystem. So yes, we're very involved, and we're very glad to be participating in this project.
Okay, and over at the Georgia Tech tracking station, I think I've got comments to read Chris and Nick, is that correct? Can you confirm?
Yeah, that's correct. Right now, we're waiting for the satellite to come above the 10 degrees elevation. Mark is then, at that point, our antenna array on the roof will start tracking and follow it across the sky. Mission, this is GT tracking station. I see on the readout that we're decoding some packets. It's still relatively low. Are you seeing anything coming through?
Basically, the health of the spacecraft, what are the temperatures in the different parts of the spacecraft, how fast is it spinning around, is all the software working, are all the batteries working properly, are they charging, so all of the data that informs us about the health of the spacecraft. So I think now we should go ahead and go to the roof.
At about 10 or 15 degrees above the horizon, that's where the overflight of the spacecraft was. We had it in sight for 6 minutes. As I was mentioning a few minutes ago, this is the second pass of the mission. We launched this morning. We had a first pass over California a couple hours ago, and then this is the second pass. So we validated that the spacecraft is healthy at this point. We just need to keep on getting that data to make sure nothing has changed for the last couple hours.
I had no idea when I first joined Prox 1. It sounded really awesome to be a part of a student-led satellite, and it was pretty impressive being Georgia Tech's first. So when I joined, and then we started working with LightSail, and then getting to see it launch was just really incredible. And to get this opportunity to do that, and to see it in the news, and to, oh, that's us, and it's really awesome.
I'm very excited. I just think it's awesome to have the opportunity to work on something like that's as forefront as LightSail is when you're still in college. So to say that when we're actually launching Prox 1, to be able to graduate and say that I have worked on a spacecraft that's actually flying above us at this point in time.
That's Georgia Tech, so we can do that.